Eugene, bro, thank you for joining the call, bro. And I wanted to ask you, man, you just kind of like really give your experience working with Storyteller Media Team, and what you love the most working with our team.
Yeah, 1000%, man. It was a phenomenal experience. Well, great experience working with you. I know we connected. Was at another event. I seen you shooting content or actually recording the event at, and looked like you was doing some good work. You had some skills, when it comes to shooting. So we connected, reached out. I'm like, hey, I got some project I want to work on, and was able to connect, collab. I think we did an event. You actually came down, flew out. But the main thing, which I would say, man, from start to finish, man, you was on point with everything as far as figuring out what we needed, what was our end result we wanted with the video content, and you was able to deliver.
Yeah, awesome, bro. No, I appreciate that, man. So like for other business owners out there who are, looking for a team to help strategize content, because as we know, like a lot of business owners want to do content, but they're very scatterbrained in regards to, what to put out there, how to attract the right audience, right? So like what's some advice that you can give other business owners who are like really busy doing their thing, right? But they want to go ahead and do content, but they don't know how to organize it, right? Like what should they do to, or who should they look for to partner up with to help strategize those ideas and making sure that they connect to their right audience? Like what
1000%. Yeah, I think that's very important to figure out, connecting with someone that could kind of figure out what is it that that client. Well, obviously, we want to get sales, right? We want to get clients, but then we got to have a target audience, and we got to figure out what type of content to create. So that way the messaging is right to reach out our ideal client audience, which is the avatar. So I think that's something that, you guys do as well too, with planning out, okay, well, this is the content that you guys should put based on the end result that you want, based on your ideal client. Here's some of the content that we could put together and map out, right? Which is like a story, right? Which is obviously your vision, storyteller team, where that way we could have a story mapped out, just like movies, right? That have different parts. They have pretty much not the theme, I can't think of the word, but pretty much they kind of iron out, okay, this is how the movie's going to be laid out, right? Same thing that we want to do with content. And that's something that obviously you and your team do well.
Yeah, no, awesome though. I appreciate that. You guys running ads right now, or?
Yeah. So we're doing some ads. Yeah. So we're doing some ads.
Gotcha. No, that's awesome. That's awesome, man. One of the biggest things that we do is, we run ads, and we want to make sure that, stuff that converts, because as you mentioned, sales is a very important thing, right? And people do content because they want to end up driving sales to the business, so like when it comes down to like, when it comes down to your funnels, right? I know how you like make sales and you go ahead and build a good community. What's something that really has helped you guys out in regards to, drawing in that attention and making sure that, on the back end, it converts well?
So basically, we want to have systems in place, the back end, we want to have automation. The funnel now is pretty much going to be able to acquire the client. And then from there, you want to have the back end system working. So, kind of a CRM system on the back end where you're able to have client acquisition. And then from there, you have follow-up sequences. So we set up automation on the back end as well, too. And that's something that we map out, which is very, very important. So once that client opts into our funnel, we'll have a text and the email message gets sent to that client. And then also we can set up nurture sequences to those clients as well, too, to nurture them. Because sometimes some clients may not buy your service or product right away. You may have to nurture that client, give them more value, give them some more information, or maybe it's not the right timing, but as you follow up, then you'll be able to get that client. So it's very, very important when it comes to our funnels. We have the design, the messaging based on the copy, right? Headline, subcopy, some results we got for clients before, the type of services and product that we offer that's on the funnel for them to opt in, and what will be the next step, whether we're giving them some free material, checklist, anything like that, or if it's like a book a call option with that clients will be able to receive once they opt in, and they kind of go through our sales process and customer sales journey.
Would you say some business owners are really, if they don't see conversions, would you say that part of the main thing is that they don't have those back end funnels set up, to convert? Because you're right, nurturing is a huge part of everything, right?
Correct. Yeah. So definitely, yes. So it's two parts. So one is adding enough value in the front, in the beginning. So enough value in front. So meaning that, a client can see your content where you're giving them education, right? You're educating that client on your service and product you offer, or you're educating them on your niche and your industry that you're in. So now they're looking to kind of get your service or product. Like, they don't make it a little bit easier as you provide content on your, your social media platform,
Mhm.
marketing, and then your back end, obviously. So I think it's both parts. It's going to be your front end, which are your content and the value that you're offering, whether it's on your Instagram, your TikTok, and then your back end process, which is important. So you merge those two together, you'll get a lot of clients that sign up.
So let me ask you something. How often are you shooting ads now?
We'll shoot ads monthly.
Monthly. Nice.
We'll shoot ads monthly. We're shooting content, weekly.
Hmm.
But we're shooting content for ads once a month.
Yeah, gotcha. Are you guys dividing it up into multiple hooks, or are you just like you have the script and boom, just go ahead and go with it?
So we would do sometimes multiple hooks, and sometimes we'll kind of script it out.
Yeah, gotcha. How important do you think it is in regards to like what's the preparation should look like then for these ads then? Because some business owners who are just getting in started with ads or have been running ads and then they have been burned by other marketing agencies, right? They don't really put a lot of effort into the ad creatives itself or into the scripts, right? So like how important is that preparation to go into the ad to make sure that it converts well so they can go into the rest of the funnel?
Yeah, so I would say that's very, very important. So basically, you want to have everything mapped out.
Hmm.
So with the ad agency, where they're kind of thinking about, okay, this is the type of creative that you should create. This is something that's trending. These are the type of hooks that you should use. And when it comes to like content creation and sales, and it's not just putting content out there. You want to have content created and every content should be created in this way, where it's a hook, value, offer, right? What is your hook to grab that person attention, that prospect attention? Then what is the value that you're going to offer? And then what is going to be the offer at the end, right? What is the call to action? What is the CTA, right? Hook, value, offer. So people should be creating content there like, okay, what is the hook? What is the value, right? What is the information that you're going to educate them on? And then from there, what is the offer? What is the CTA?
It's like the number one thing that would you say that you really loved from our team when we worked together?
Yeah. So what I would say was just number one, before shooting the content, figuring out, okay, what is it that we want to shoot? What is the message that we're trying to get? And then how we want to have the content shot as well too, which is very important, because it's not just like, all right, well, hey, let's shoot some content, but what is it that we're shooting? And it's also going to help prepare, me as the client to be able to have my content, set up properly, where it's not just like we're just shooting content, but what is the purpose of whatever we're shooting? What is the end result that we want? So I know we mapped it out before we shot it. We figure out where's the location is going to scenery and location is going to be at. We figure out what type of content that we're going to shoot, kind of word it and think about, what we're going to say and what makes sense. And then from there we shot it. Right. But yeah, I'll say, man, it was on point. I would say the other one that was really, really good was the event that we did in South Florida. We talked about, hey, this is what we want to grab, this is what we want to do. And we did like a promo video with the content as well too. And yeah, you went crazy with it. You and your team went crazy with it.
Yeah, that was one with Rick Ross.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was a few years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah.
So it's been a complete game changer, you would say, for you and the way that you evolved with your business then.
Correct.
Yeah. Awesome. Now, yeah, man. So what's something that you're looking forward to, for the rest of the year in regards to like how you want to take your content and how you want to take the business? What's some goals that you have?
So yeah, it's looking to really do a deep dive with just shooting a lot of content, educational content.
Yeah.
The other thing too, I would say one of my goals is going to be distribution, and not just shooting content for one platform, but shooting content where I could distribute on multiple platforms like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, where we bring that omnipresence. So that's one of the goals that we got.
How do you feel like, when it comes to making content, I feel like, some people want to do it, but they're scared to do it. Right. And I think one of the biggest things is, just to do it. Right. Because the more you do it, the more you're just more comfortable with it. And it's not even about that. It's like, okay, you just know what you have to do and you see the impact that's left on your business. So where would you say your business would be if you didn't have content?
Yeah, if I didn't have content, man, I won't be able to scale. Right. Now we're in a content space where, with social media, people not watching TV commercials like that. People are watching it on their phone. So if you're not shooting content, then it's like, it's going to be very difficult to get sales. So content is king. That is king. Content equal currency. So, because, one thing that we say is expose your ego expansion. So if you're not exposing your services, your products, and how you can help people, how can they know that you have one to serve? You have the best product, you have the best service on the planet, but if nobody knows you, money can't flow to you. So I'll say content is important.
Gotcha. No, I love that you said that, man. I think overall, we live in this world that, we live on our phones. Everybody lives on their phone. So, people are doom scrolling. So the best way to go about it is how can you entertain them and educate them as much as possible so they can stop scrolling and then they can go ahead and pay attention to you.
Yep.
Really you're just duplicating yourself online because now you're at one place right now. But then if you need to go to a meeting somewhere or an event, and then, there's another event going on, right? Like that you have a possibility of being at that event too, if, you're running ads, if you're posting content. And, from there, gives you a competitive advantage over anybody else in your industry, right?
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, no, awesome, bro. No, well, dude, listen, man. I really appreciate you for jumping on this call, just reconnecting and everything, man. Just go if you have any questions for me, if you need any help with anything, bro, you could just let
That's
me know, and then we could just go from there, bro. But I really appreciate your time.
no problem. No problem. I love it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
No doubt, no doubt. Wish you many success, bro. God
You
bless you
too.
and your family as well.
Awesome. Let's get it, bro.
All right, bro.